Alright folks, that must look terrifying right now. For one thing, my kids and we drove out here last night and didn't realize I was so late, so I pulled into a campground of America there in 10 miles from Palm Springs and 45 minutes from Joshua Tree. Actually a pretty cool campground. Something you might want to do. Make sure you sign in early because they've got jacuzzi, spas, climbing places, all kinds of stuff for 45 bucks. Pitch a tent and it's a pretty good deal. Showers are wonderful. I mean, they didn't take one, but they're beautifully set up. Anyway, why the mess up here? What's behind me? Behind me is the Imperial Valley Sheriff's Jail. I couldn't do a video feed on the property. I asked them if I could or not. They said no. Basically, I understand why, because they don't want people to know how the setup is. But if you see behind me, it's basically agricultural. I'll show you in front of me. It's basically agricultural. It's south of the freeway goes west and east. So here I am. Trying to do a story on Moises Estrada Jr. He had a really bad ex, horrible. He married her in 2011, or he married her before 2011, but he divorced her in 2011. And after that, when he got hurt in 2014, he was in a construction job and he fell. Before anybody knew that he fell, they had concreted him. This last year, it took 5 years. He got a really large settlement, a ridiculously large sum, but half of his body parts are missing and they had to replace it. So this man has gone through hell. They had a son who is 11 years old, and then during the 5 years that he was medically bound, trying to save his life, she gave him 2 more kids, telling everybody they're reconciled. They never lived together. She would go to his mother's house, drop off the kids, blah, blah, blah. Basically just a nasty woman who manipulated the system because I came out here for a reason. To serve her because on March 26th, child support, we didn't file, or he didn't file back in November for child support because he was just trying to get custody, all this other stuff. So March 10th, they're supposed to go to court. She knows about that. He served her properly through the Sheriff's Department of Riverside. And now it's being properly served here. Only thing I had to do for him, the third party, is mail. Put it in the mail. Okay? But we wanted to go a little further and make sure you all understand, if I was your mayor, if I was working for you, I will make sure that people get the message. And the message is this: Amber Nicole Reyes, you're a drug smuggler. She was caught by Homeland Security at the Calexico Eastport Gate on January 22nd. News article came out on January 24th. 60 pounds of meth. That's almost 27,000 grams of meth, which is, if you were getting $3,000 an ounce, is almost $3 million. Then she had 2 kilograms, a little bit over 2 kilograms of heroin. 1 kilogram will get you 11 years in prison. She had over 2. So folks, this is not a very nice person. This is a woman who manipulated an injured man. He's 100% disabled. But here's the thing. He was also being gouged because he has money. Attorneys told him, oh, you don't have to go to court, just give us the 10 grand and we'll take care of it. Well, if you're trying to get custody of your kids and you've got 2 charges of domestic violence in the criminal court system, family court judge is not even going to listen to you. So he did fire his attorney, and he is going pro per on Friday. But what are they going to do? Are they going to bring their prime witness, their lying accuser, in their, well, I don't know what color jumpsuits they wear here. In Riverside, I know it's blue for women, orange for men. What are they going to do? Hop her over with her chains and say this is the woman here who was beaten by this man who was medically bound. I mean, the guy barely moves. The other day, he's bought me lunch twice. First time, he got some fries and a hamburger. I ended up eating up all the fries because he couldn't finish it. This last other day, he ordered 2 tacos, and the guy's pretty big. And he explained to me that he can't eat too much because his guts are gone. That's right, his guts, his insides are gone. But does Riverside County District Attorney's Office looks into all this when they charge a man? No. So here's the first charge in 2016, domestic violence. Bottom line is, he's trying to get away from her. She calls the cops, lies her ass off. 2018, same thing. He comes over. He's paying for a hotel room in Temecula, so that way she's close with the kids so he can see him. He comes and drops off the kids. He finds her and her little drug addict boyfriend or whatever, or probably just a drug addict friend. And the guy tries to get out of the hotel, pushes him over. She calls the cops, accuses him of domestic violence. I think it's personally, I'll be honest with you, my attitude is this: if you come up to me, and if I was King Solomon and you're a drug addict accusing somebody, I won't listen to you. But our system doesn't work that way. Our system thinks a woman is perfect. Now, even though she's now incarcerated, no bail, she's on the internet, she has access to the internet, she's telling everybody to do a GoFund page for her that she's coming out. I check almost every other day, just like today. I asked the gentleman, there's no way she's being bailed, right? He says, no, she's on hold, federal hold, importation of drugs. All right, so the jail is behind me. It's a rinky-dink little place, but I tell you what, they're very, very good at what they're doing. Lots of cameras and very professional deputies out here. I mean, I could see that nobody was making any wrong moves there. Not too many people coming out here to visit their family and friends because it's a far distance. It's a 3-hour drive from Riverside. Now I'm going to go to, what is it? Calexico, this side of town, and enjoy myself. I'm not dare going across the border. Custom, you guys suck. Even though this time I'm carrying my children's custody paper showing that I have legal custody of them. When you got crazy hair like I do and you look beautiful like I do, you know, as black as I am, you don't want to travel with white kids because these freaking Mexican customs. We're talking American Mexicans. We're not talking, what do you call it? Mexico or Mexica, okay, or Mexicans, all right? We're talking American U.S. Customs. Harassed me last week for 45 minutes. They detained me. It was detained because I couldn't use my phone. I couldn't go live. I even had a guy take a picture of me and my kids smiling and laughing and having a good time. So I was detained. All right. So anyway, spread this around, share this around, contact all your friends that attorneys and lawyers work for Mike Hestron, DA's office. We're coming in on Friday. We're going to give you a piece of paper that says no more continuation. We're going to trial. We want a trial. We want you to bring Amber Nicole Reyes to Riverside. Waste more taxpayers' money. We want you to do a trial on a 100% disabled man who did nothing. I mean, prior to this, he had no criminal record. This guy is just a construction worker who got hurt, and he screwed up his life by living and surviving, all right? So he's got the money, so everybody's taking advantage of him. No, not when convoys around. People don't get taken advantage of. I am wearing the shirt. Pray for Moses. The CPS one. That's another thing. We called CPS twice. Last Saturday, I did, and then he called on Tuesday, and no action. There's a bald-headed guy with a mustache in that house keeping this family in place so that way this woman keeps her mouth shut while she's in jail. Homeland Security investigations, they're only interested in finding out where she got the drugs. She also had 2 pounds of fentanyl I can't Google that. I can't figure out what that equates to. But bottom line is these people want this woman. This is almost a $3 million drugs that was taken at the border from Amber Nicole Reyes and the drug cartel smuggler. Just hand over the kids to Moises. Do whatever you want to her. Keep her mother. Keep her sister. Keep the Mercedes or the BMW. This is what she did. Back in June. Now in January she filed custody and then got a restraining order on this man illegally. In June she's going to Texas with Moises. In June she went to San Diego and he bought a Range Rover, $100,000 Range Rover. Somehow that Range Rover got her name on it. They don't have the same last name. Sure, they have kids together. The dealership should have said, hey Moises, do you want her name on this? You know? But anyway, somehow she got her name on it. Before the registration paperwork got back, she had already sold the car and bought herself a BMW or a Mercedes. I think it's a BMW. It's in the garage. Homeland Security, all these people are going to come to her house, take every little thing that she has, even though it's Moises' money. Here's another thing she did in August. I think it was in July, she had him served. And in August, in court, the judge granted her $2,000 alimony payment. But paperwork shows he did file divorce in 2011. He didn't finish it, right? So this judge, twice now, we've asked this Tuesday, we've asked for an ex parte, denied. And then back in November, there was proof that she was a drug addict. Her best friend contacted him, said that she's a drug addict. We got screenshots and everything. The judge won't even give this poor man an opportunity to go to court and say, Your Honor, just take my kids into foster care. Just take my kids and give it to a family who is not my party or her party. You know, there's just so much wrong here going on in Hammond Courthouse. We're gonna get it all out, and then we're gonna publish it, and we're gonna tell you guys all about it, because drug smuggling should be illegal. Drug smugglers should have no rights. But Amber Nicole Reyes is well loved by the Hammond Courthouse. And here's the thing about the judges at the Hammond Courthouse. They sign their name, but they're never a signature block. You can't figure out what their names are. All right? But I'm going to work on that, because I'm going to find out every one of those judges, and I'm going to find out how much drugs they're buying from Amber Nicole Reyes. Also, there was a social worker. He called CPS in November. Social worker came out, didn't open up a case, but she's been there texting him and his mom and everybody ever since. She's no longer texting because last week we went ahead and contacted CPS. I think it was this week. It was on Tuesday. Contacted CPS and reported on her. When a CPS worker tells you the case is unfounded or they're not opening up the case, that's it. They're no longer on the case. They don't longer exist in your life. This woman, boo-boo. I think this woman was paid off by Reyes, because why would you not open up a case when the mother's a drug addict, when you got proof that the mother's a drug addict? All right, it's getting kind of cold out here, and I'm out here in Imperial Valley. I think I'm only 5 miles from the Mexican border. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to wave at my Mexican friends, and I'm going to tell them, God bless you. I hope you get across customs okay, because these guys are a bunch of assholes, all right? All right. Take care, guys.